What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back ready to talk some hoops with you fine people. So thank you very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would also greatly appreciate that. And let's get down to it. Today, I want to talk about a guy on the Cleveland Cavaliers who had the best season of his career. Came in third in Sixth Man of the Year voting for 2025. And that is Mr. Ty Jerome. Because I want to discuss if Ty Jerome has the potential to be an all-star. Yes, an all-star. I said it, right? And when I've said this to people, they kind of look at me sideways. They're like, you think Ty Jerome could be an all-star? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, he could, right? Like, just looking at how he plays and taking a deeper dive, looking at his statistics as well, just across the season, like, I genuinely do believe he has all-star potential. But I will say this. If he stays with the Cavs and is continuing to play in the capacity that he's playing right now, which is a sixth man, he's probably never going to be an all-star. He's just not going to get the playing time. He's not going to get the numbers in order to do that. But the fact is that he puts up an incredible amount of production in a very small time frame, right? So let's talk about the stats. First of all, Cleveland Cavaliers, first overall seed in the Eastern Conference, 64-18. He was a big part of that. And unfortunately, they obviously lost to the Pacers in the second round, 4-1. Ty Jerome was not his best self in that series, along with, the majority of the other, players on the Cavaliers. But throughout the regular season, he really was incredible, right? So obviously, this is a guy comes from the University of Virginia, was a first-round pick back in the 2019 NBA draft by the Sixers. I believe he got traded on draft day to Phoenix, but he played for Phoenix in the 2019-20 season, then played for OKC the 2 seasons following that, then played for Golden State for a little bit, and then has been on the Cavs since 2023. So let me talk about what I mean by his production has gotten it's incredibly efficient, right? So the dude played 70 games this season, started just 3 of them, but he played 19.9 minutes per game. And in that, he shot 51.6% from the field, 43.9% from 3, and 87.2% from the free throw line. Incredibly efficient shooting numbers. Also averaged 3.4 assists and 2.5 rebounds, while averaging 12.5 points per game. 12.5 points per game and 19.9 minutes a night is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. Like, the dude can score in a hurry. And if, you guys are thinking about this, right? His per 36 is pretty wild, right? So per 36 minutes, he's averaging 22.7 points per game. So as a starter, theoretically, playing 36 minutes a night, he's putting up nearly 23 a night. It's pretty serious numbers, right? And obviously you can't always focus on the analytics and say, oh, his per 36 says this, so that's what's going to happen. That's not always how it works. But I think Ty Jerome plays with such a level of confidence, and his demeanor is so for being able to kind of just have that edge, with whoever he's matching up against. And it just, he's able to execute the way he needs to execute, right? It seems like it was very infrequent throughout the season where I'm looking at Ty Jerome and he's just not delivering, right? He just has that confidence that every basketball player should, strive to have. So theoretically, right, the reason I bring this conversation up is that he is a free agent, right? He's entering free agency this offseason. He is 27 years old. He was making $2.5 million this past season. He is certainly due for a very large pay increase, right? He's going to get paid at least, I would think, $12 million a year, right? 10 to 12 a year for the next 3-4 years, right? Depending on what kind of contract he signs. And will that be with the Cavaliers, right? Will he look to go somewhere else where he can potentially be a starter and, do some incredible things, right? I think, if he wanted to go to a team like the Brooklyn Nets, or if he wanted to go to a team like the Charlotte Hornets, if the Hornets wind up trading, LaMelo Ball, right? Like, there's a lot of different scenarios that I've heard of that might potentially be fits for Ty Jerome and might allow him to really, show what he can do, right, on a greater level. So that's another option for him, is maybe he signs a 1 year or a 1-in-1 where he has a 1 year deal plus a player option, and maybe he goes somewhere else and takes a chance on himself and is like, I'll take a little bit less money to go somewhere where I really think I can show him what I got. And he goes there, puts up 20 points a night, and signs a bigger deal, right? A long-term deal. I think that's a very real possibility. I don't think it's necessarily likely, but I think it's a possibility. So what I want to ask all you guys, and I really want you guys to comment down below and just let me know your thoughts, is do you think Ty Jerome has all-star potential? Is he simply just not putting up the numbers because he's not starting and because he's on a deep team like the Cleveland Cavaliers? I want to know your thoughts, because I genuinely do believe if he goes to a team where he gets 30 to 36 minutes a night, he might not be an all-star right away, but over the next 2-3 years, if that was kind of the type of time he's going to get on the court, I think he could certainly be an all-star. I think he's a guy that could average 25 a night in a season if you really need him to. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is Ty Jerome a potential all-star in the NBA? Let me know. But I'm going to catch you guys later, man. Stay safe, stay up, stay blessed, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.